That's a class.
Yeah. So it's probably going to be 5th edition, but condensed and adapted to the spirit of this. So it will probably be an option, but
high fantasy though.
I'm not sure. I'm considering either Forgotten Realms, but hardcore, like nothing like those adventurers which are kind of save the world, etc.
You're talking gritty, like real gritty.
Yeah.
Like just freebooters dungeon crawler, basically.
Well, you know me, I can't do a dungeon crawl for 50 episodes, but yeah. So it's either that or some. It's basically a campaign. Think about. So you kind of belong to the Inquisition, and the Inquisition is a power of good, but also a power of great evil. So a campaign around those that, and it's really modern in the sense that the campaign setting has trains, they have telegraph, they have technology, but always augmented with magic. So it's kind of
like Penny Dreadful with a little bit more magic.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd do a Penny Dreadful campaign.
Yeah.
Sounds like Dishonored or
I feel like
in the Dark.
You can do a lot of flavor in there with it, right? With your spells, because you're combining tech and kind of Victorian England. Like a warlock would be incredible.
Yeah, so that's what the other guys have chosen. I gave them the option. They got the campaign handouts, and they chose that one. So, but again, using D&D Beyond with that is kind of impossible because of
no way.
So. Okay, so enough of renting. This is for. We'll return to this conversation in 50 episodes.
Yeah, when we're finally done.
So in like 5 years when we finish this campaign.
Yes.
Exactly.
All right, where are we?
So last time we left with Rukvi opening one of the doors in the complex beneath the shipyards that you are currently investigating. It's a flooded complex. The water are murky, foul stench is in the air, and there are a lot of Quatoa swimming, walking. I'm not sure the correct term to use there.
Dancing, I think it was.
Dancing, exactly. So you have been investigating this cave, I think, for the last 2 sessions, when Rukvi kind of got pinged by this entity, restoring him some of his magical powers that were taken away from him, and saying, come to me, I'll show you the way. And you have basically opened the door to a large hall in this complex, in which there was this mangled statue made of seaweed, straw, sticks, bones. It seems like the Quatoa are so mad that they have basically invented their own god, which looked like a 6 or 8 headed monstrosity with the skulls of sharks instead of a face, all made of straw, and they were dancing around it, having a good time. And this voice in your head told you, kind of, destroy this is a false god, and I will show you who the real boss in these caves is. So you did just that with Forgar to your as your sidekick. You kind of rolled into the into the room. You smashed the statue, during which divine energy engulfed you and fused your power to help you destroy the statue, but at the same time created a magical ring on your finger. And this ring, you have seen it all across this campaign. It's a black iron ring with the symbol of what appears to be a spider or an octopus. And at this point, the statue was destroyed. You kind of turned to Forgar, who, flipped a finger this way. Yeah, good job. All the Quatoa, they stopped dancing, and there was this awkward silence. And then the statue rose behind you as a real creature. this is where we stopped last time, and so I'm going to ask you to roll for initiative. And since you don't really have all your characters, like, am I correct? You don't have.
I fixed it.
Oh, you fixed it. So let's see. Do we have?
I fixed it, I think.
So we can...
Weren't we in combat in the hallway? I believe there was a giant scorpion blocking my way.
Yes, there's a giant scorpion crushing me as I'm
I
drowning underwater, trapped in a net, getting crushed by a giant scorpion. But he also saved me.
I'm very gentle though.
So
and one of the Kua in the hallway is still hypnotized from my hypnotic pattern.
Right. So let's do it this way. Let's try it. I mean, let's see what happens. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, we'll simply.
What are you using? D&D Beyond?
Yeah, let's try it.
To do initiative, or?
Oh shit!
I think what you need to do is to simply roll initiative in your own characters, and it should work.
You want me to log in there?
I actually still can't join my character. Can't enter my character.
Yeah, there's a lot missing on my character, so I think until it's updated, I'd rather just use my paper.
Sure,
if that's okay.
Let's do that this way.
I missed armor somehow.
It's fine. Okay. Roll initiative. I'll simply document it in the good old-fashioned way.
I don't see where to roll initiative on D&D.
Yeah,
never mind.
I think you just click on your character sheet on initiative. I think you just click it and it rolls it.
Use this.
I tried that, but it didn't.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I tried this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll 20, 21.
So
I don't do that physical thingy. Like, I have to move my arms like really far if I had to do that.
11 for Pelias, by the way.
Okay.
Quarian has 19.
4 for Rupee.
19 for Quarian.
Yeah.
Rukvi, how much?
4.
Oh. Okay. Forgal?
16. This is gonna be the best roll I have all game.
16 is amazing. Who am I missing? Enderist.
16.
Okay.
I'm gonna close the door.
16 is good, and so you'll go after Forgar. And the creatures. That would be a. Okay. Got it. So, Galen, what do you want to do?
I want to do the same thing that I did last session. Sit around here trapped in a net.
Oh, so you're still.
There's still one net on me. I sadly remember that.
Okay.
So I'll try and break out. Oh, an 8. Almost got it. Almost got it. Just Pelias, could you move a bit? It's hard to. I'm getting pushed under the water again.
Yeah, you have to realize that this net is basically so delicate that a kid.
It's made of adamantine, clearly.
It feels like it. Okay, so you desperately try to tear the web, this icky net. And the Quato looks at you, the one that netted you, in astonishment. He never had prey that couldn't. But
hey, I got rid of one of them. Come on. It only took me like half a session to do one.
Right. Yeah. So that was your action. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's.
And I don't have any movement or anything else. So
right.
yeah.
Yes, you are restrained. Okay. So Quarian, what do you want to do?
Okay, so the main question is, what do I actually see? I mean, there's a huge scorpion between me and whatever is going on in the room. So I pretty much see.
So take a look here. Okay. And you guys, if you really want, you can throw your things there, but it's not really important. Let's do this. So you have a bunch of Quatoa, and I'll just put this here. So there's a lot of them in the room, basically dancing in the middle of the room. And in let's put this one there. And on the western side of the room, there is a large monstrosity. It is made of straw and seaweed, and it has 8 heads made of seaweed, and each one of them ends with the skull of a shark that now gnaws at the air, and it slushes around the room. The Quator kind of give it some space, and you can see Rukvi and Forgar in the room.
Okay, awesome. And where is the scorpion? The huge scorpion? Which area is it covering?
Right there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, since it's an ally, you can squeeze through its space because it allows you to move.
But there's still some Kuatua in there, aren't there?
Yes, correct. So if you'll move here, you'll probably get some attacks of opportunities by some Kuatua. We'll just put some.
Got it.
Let's put
okay,
it.
So
let's put it here. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. So in that case, I'm going to cast animate objects on 10 darts, and I'm going to start hacking my way through. No, you know what? Actually, before that, let's start with Thunder Wave. I'm going to cast. Going to face the Kuatua as front as far as I can.
Okay.
And right next to Galen, and I'm going to cast Thunder Wave.
Okay.
I'll do it with a level 2 spell, so it's 2d8.
Okay.
So also hitting me, I assume.
Yes.
And the giant scorpion.
Correct.
And the scorpion?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll fall back to my original plan then. Then animate object, and I'll start attacking the Kuatuas.
Okay.
So that means we have. Just a minute. Let's check it out. Keep forgetting what it's like. Okay, so it's 10d4 plus 40 damage, but I can split it between different creatures. So how many Kuatuas do we see there?
I think there are still 4 underwater. One still holding Galen, and the rest are scattered across the corridor.
One of them is paralyzed in a hypnotic daze.
Okay, so I'm going to leave the one of the hypnotic daze. I'm going to focus on, let's say, 2 different ones who are outside of the water.
Makes sense.
Okay. So first one takes 8, 12, 15, 16, 56 points of damage for the first one.
Oh, wow. Amazing. So it is being shredded to pieces by your spell. And dies immediately.
Okay. Does it seem like I overdid it?
Yeah, you can say that.
Okay, then I'll take it down a bit. I'll use it's free. I'll split the next one between 2 more. Let's go for another one. He gets 5 plus 25 points of damage.
25. Let me see. 25 still kills it. So you have 2 dead.
Wait, I did this all wrong.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. Roll back, please.
Okay, so you kind of explode on one of them, and you back it off and do a little bit of magic on the second one, and it goes tuna spread.
My apologies.
Yes.
No, I forgot to roll for attack.
Oh, that's...
Okay, sorry about that.
That's fine.
So again, first one, 5 hits, 5 attempts at least. So the lowest one that I have is a 13. Does a 13 hit it?
Yes.
Okay, so the first one. Okay, so the first one did die. Then the next one. All right, the next one also all died, and the last one. Okay, still everything hits, so it's okay. So it's the last one gets 26 points of damage.
Dead. So 3 of them got shredded immediately, and you have 1 hypnotized. still there. So basically the corridor is open. If you want to move through it, that's fine.
Yeah, I'll move through it.
Okay. So this one is hypnotized, and you can simply pass it, squeeze beneath it, and then you can see the great hall with all the amazing description that they gave earlier.
Okay, in this hall, by the way, it's 5. Every square is 5 feet, right?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So what do you want to do?
Right.
So you simply move there. Okay. Sorry. You
just moved it.
You did your action. Forgal, you are in the hall.
I am in the hall. I see the giant construct, and I'm gonna look to Rook V and be like, "Is that what was supposed to happen, or should I just go for these guys?"
Smash it.
Smash it. Okay, then I will try and hit it with my axe.
Okay.
That's what I do. And I'm 14.
So you rush to it with your axe, but apparently this creature kind of grows massive legs, and it simply scuttles aside as you charge it, and you simply, move a lot of water, but you can't hit it. It moved.
Awesome.
It basically dodged your attack.
Awesome. And then I'll try it again with my second attack. Hope the back swings worse.
Okay.
Yeah, that didn't hit either.
Okay, so all of its heads kind of focus on you for a moment, realizing you're not a real threat, or thinking you're not a real threat, and then it kind of looks up to and tries to look at all the other people who are entering the room. Any other things you want? Any other thing you want to do?
No.
Okay, Enderist.
That's it.
Go for it.
So I can go through there right now, yeah?
Yes.
I can walk through the hallway?
Yes.
Okay, so when I'm gonna leave. No, I'm gonna take my action to use the scalpel I've got to slit the throat of the one hypnotized Kuatua.
Oh my god. Okay, so it's basically if you hit, it's a critical hit.
That's the demon scalpel. I don't even know what it does yet. I haven't used it.
Okay, we'll see immediately.
Hopefully it doesn't summon the demon.
Just like, yeah, you got a sacrifice already.
You mean summon another demon
It was supposed to take the Harshnag's blood.
to fight the first demon? What could
Oh,
go
was
wrong
it?
So
with
you
that?
basically have an advantage, and if you hit, it's a critical hit.
Yeah, I hit.
So it's a crit.
18 plus. And damage D4?
You should double
So if
it.
I'm just going to do 2D4. Right. Okay, so 4. Does it have any bonuses?
Not that you are aware of.
Alright, so I did 4 points of damage to it.
Okay, so you
Supposed to be a coup de grace, by the way.
you cut a piece of flesh from its body,
Itty bitty little piece of flesh, yeah.
and it seems like your knife kind of sticks there for a moment, drinking the blood, the Ikari blood as it passes through, and you can heal 4 points of damage if you want.
I'm full.
So it's 4 temporary.
Vampiric.
Yes.
Okay. What the hell did I put?
But if you're on full, those 4 points are temporary hit points.
Oh, okay. I'll take that. Okay, so now it's awake.
Okay.
It is no longer hypnotized. So that sucked. Not at all what I wanted to do.
But you can, you can move there, slit his throat, and continue your movement. You don't.
Yeah, but then he'll get an attack of opportunity on me.
Yeah, got it. Okay. So you simply stay very close to him.
Yep.
Okay, makes sense.
That's the first time I've attacked with a weapon in this campaign, I
Really?
think.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow, that's amazing. Okay, so 4 points of damage. 4 is cool. Okay, next up. So Peleus, before you get any chance to actually do something, you hear this, you know, ear-bursting roar from that hallway deeper in the cavern where your friends are. So this creature is going to try bite both Forgar and Rukvi. So each of you get basically 6, if I remember correctly. Let me just take a look at it so I don't. Yes, so it has basically 8 heads. So 4 of them will attack Rukvi and 4 of them will attack Forgar.
Yeah, they will.
Yes, they will. So shark skulls kind of descend upon you and try to hit you. So for Rukvi, the first hit is a 24.
Hits.
Hits. So this is 8 points of damage. It's piercing damage. Second attack is a natural 1, so it misses you. Third attack is a 25. And this is 14 piercing damage. The last attack is natural 20. So that's 15 points of piercing damage. So these were 4 attacks against Rukvi. Forgar. The first attack is a 27.
That hits.
Assuming it hits you. So that's 12 points. 12 points of piercing damage. So that's the first attack. Second attack is
I'm down.
20. Oh, you're down.
Yeah. If my hit points on my sheet say what they do, then I'm down.
Okay, so that's and you're basically down. So it lifts your body, throws you across the room, and it has like 3 more attacks. So Rukvi, you seem tasty again.
Sorry, Rukvi.
So 3 more attacks.
Okay.
The first attack is not very high. This is a 12. I'm assuming it doesn't hit you.
It does not.
Okay, so the second attack is this is a 19.
Yes.
Okay, so this time it's 7 points of piercing damage, and the last attack, this is a 26 again.
That hits.
For 14 points of piercing damage.
All right. Down to 30. From 80 to 30 hit
Amazing.
points.
So that was kind of it kind of, you know, it lifts you, bites you, passes you to another head, and then passes you to another head, and passes. Yeah. Okay, so that was.
So are you still up, Rukvi?
I'm still up. I got 30 hit points though.
Amazing. Peleus, what do you want to do?
So, do the fish people still seem like threatening to us, or they're fighting alongside the
so
big...
they are currently at a state of shock. Basically, what they see is their invented god, you know, come into being. So they're not sure what to do, and it seems like they're simply watching right now. But you have a feeling that they might be shaken out of their stupor to actually do something. But
let me see what's confusion. Nah, I'm actually not gonna do this. I think I will.
You still have a Quatoa at the corridor, and all that action at the hallway. So
Yeah, you're also still drowning our monk.
Yeah, and yeah. Okay, so I will
Sorry, farmer.
back to my normal form and then transform into an air elemental.
Okay.
Ooh, elemental shade.
So the scorpion disappears, and then air elemental explodes into being. Okay. And then what?
Okay. And I will move up to the front line and try to attack the big monster.
Okay.
Can you make it there? I guess you got crazy movement now.
Yeah, I have like 90 feet flying.
Okay.
I think I can.
Okay, so
I can squeeze by everything. Yeah.
Sure. So the Quator will try to kind of smack you as you move past him, which probably doesn't mean a lot, but still. So yeah, that was a meager 8 to hit. So I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Okay, so you go into the hallway and you slush water everywhere. You can see those Quator. They kind of turn at you, amazed by what they're seeing. Like their god is coming alive, and then there's a hurricane in the room. It's been a great day for them. What do you want to do?
I will use my whirlwind attack. Okay. Each creature in the elemental space must make a DC 13 strength saving throw. On a failure, a target takes 15 bludgeoning damage and is flung up 20 feet away from the elemental in a random direction and knocked prone.
Okay, so there are, let's say that there are like 16 Quator. So I'll make only 4 saving throws, and each time it's 4. So okay. The first group managed to roll. What did we say? Is it Constitution?
It's a strength saving throw.
Oh,
DC 13.
Okay, so the first group failed, second group failed, third group failed, and the last group it's an 11. 11 doesn't cut it, right?
Yep.
Okay.
They all fail.
So you fling 16 Quator at the walls, at the opening, at the ceiling. They you can hear their bodies smack with a wet thud against the walls. 15 points of damage. That's actually a lot.
Yeah. I will roll for it though. It's like 15 is like the average. That's
okay. So yeah, roll because you have a chance of killing them all.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, it's an 11.
Okay, so 11 still bloodies them all. So they're it's more than half of their hit points.
If a thrown target strikes an object, such as a floor wall, the target takes 1d6 additional.
Okay.
4d6. So every Quator that hits something takes 3 additional damage.
Amazing.
For every 10 feet it is thrown, and they fly up to 20 feet, so up to 6 damage at your discretion.
Up to 6 damage. That's still not. That still leaves them with 1 hit point each. They have 18 hit points. You killed like 11 gone, and then 6 more. That's 17. So, yeah, you have like 16 fish with like a big headache right now. So that's
okay. That's actually great. Maybe they won't attack me anymore after this.
You have to love 11th level, right? That's
actually great.
Now that you're leveled up.
Amazing.
That's actually a new ability. I couldn't transform into this before.
Thank you very much. You've done enough for 1 round. Rook V, what do you want to do?
Well, I'm not gonna do some crazy AoE, but I'm gonna look up at this creature. I'm gonna get up from the water and look up at this creature with hatred in my eyes and cast Vow of Enmity with my bonus action.
Amazing. So the power of your new god strikes through your body, making Peleus and Forgar a little bit nauseated, like, but they kind of you Forgar a twitch while unconscious.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the effect? Like what's happening?
I gain advantage on attack rolls against this creature specifically.
Okay.
For 1 minute, or until it drops to 0 hit points or falls unconscious.
And then you attack.
And then I'm going to attack it.
Amazing.
So that's a +7 to maul. First attack 17.
17 hits.
All right. So my damage is.
Remember your advantage. You could roll a crit.
Oh, that's right. Right, advantage. Okay, no. So 17. And 2. I could just click on this. I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. Wow, it's 9 damage. Plus, I just realized because I'm level 11, I got plus a 1d8 on every single of my attacks. So first hit is 4 radiant plus 9.
4
and
radiant,
then second
so that's 13. Yeah.
Second hit is 19.
Hits.
For 13 bludgeoning plus, let's do a radiant, let's do a divine smite, level 3.
Okay.
So that's 5d8 on top of that.
That's amazing.
So 13 bludgeoning on the second attack plus 13 radiant. Oh yeah, and then all the radiant I have.
You have to sum it for me because I've lost track of how many hit points.
Okay. So summing it all up.
20 on the second attack.
Yeah, 20 on the second attack.
Oh, sorry, 30.
30.
So,
wait,
again?
Is it?
Yeah, 30 on the second attack, and
I missed level 1.
Yeah, so he does 43 damage total.
43. Okay, 43. I can live with 43. The creature can't, but I can. So, the amazing thing that happens is that as you attack, and what weapon are you using? Remind me. Is it a mace or?
I'm actually I stopped using the hammer and shield, and I'm using just a big ass maul.
Maul. Okay, so you smack one of the shark heads, and as the skull shatters, this neck, which is made of crushed bones and seaweed, crumbles, and the creature now has only 7 heads.
Cool.
Awesome.
7 more to go.
So that was Rukvi.
Also, don't you have magic weapon cast? So you do 1 more damage and +1 to hit?
Yeah, so that's I guess it was how much?
2 more
43?
points of damage.
45 in total.
45, amazing.
Don't forget that's it. He's dead. You killed him.
That's now it loses 5 hits instead of 1.
No, just 1. Still just 1. Amazing. Okay, so that was Rukvi's amazing turn. We are back to Galen.
Oh yes, I wonder what I'm going to do. Oh, let me just think. I'm going to struggle and fail horribly. That's a 6.
Somebody
Eventually I'll
help
get
him.
there.
Somebody help him. Come on.
I do have like 30% chance of succeeding this. I don't know what the DC is, but something like that.
Okay, got it. Okay, I feel for you.
Yeah.
Quarian, what do you want to do? While you can hear the
Okay.
Saves the monk.
So Quarian remembers his friend.
But basically, I now know what Galen's weakness point is. So every time I need to get him off I simply throw a little net over him, and that's done. Like,
that's it. He's done.
It's done.
It doesn't even have to be. It doesn't even have to be like a net, just like a blanket over my head. Oh, what happened?
A wet paper bag.
It's night. Oh, I'm going to go to bed now.
Okay. So what do I need to do to help him? Can I just like cut the net from him?
Yes.
Off of him?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna send 5 of my daggers to cut this freaking net off of Galen.
Make an attack.
And the
roll.
next 5 to.
And don't roll a 1.
Okay.
Roll a 1. Come on, you can do it.
Don't pressure me. Okay, no ones. Okay, so 4 hits, I assume. 13 hits the net.
Yes, 13 hits the net.
Okay, so 4 hits. 4. 8, 12. No, that's just 12. 34 points of damage for the net.
44. Okay, so it says
30,
here.
34.
Oh, 30 points. Okay, so the net is being slashed off you, Galen, without harming you, which is amazing. But it is destroyed, and you are now free.
Or is there still Kroatoa over there? Is there still one in the water?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to send 4 more darts at the guy in the water.
Okay.
And 2 more at the one who was unconscious before and now isn't.
Okay.
Okay, so as a guy in the water, I got 17 plus 8, which probably hits him.
Yes.
2 16s plus 13. Do all of them hit?
I think that, yeah, the 13 also hits. Apparently.
Okay, awesome. So he gets 2, 4, 6 plus 16. So 22 points of damage.
Tuna.
Okay. And the unconscious one also got hit twice with 6 plus 6.
He's not
12 points of
unconscious.
damage.
He's not unconscious anymore, but how many points of damage?
12 points of damage.
Okay. Okay, so with the 4 that you, Andres, did him, it's still not enough to put him down. Andres, sorry. He's still
No
up.
problem. I got it. I'm gonna attack him now. That was my bonus action.
Oh my god.
Now I'm going to attack him with a rapier.
Like this. Just touch his forehead. Like tick.
Mundane rapier you use.
Yep, I got an 18.
Amazing.
I remember when that was like your primary thing because your spells sucked.
11 points of damage with a
Amazing.
rapier.
You lop off his head. and he dies horribly.
Okay.
That is pretty amazing with a rapier that is piercing.
Yeah.
He's very squishy.
All he had left was this pinpoint holding it down.
Yes, exactly. Oh my
And
god.
with my move action, I'm going to reach inside and help Galen out.
Okay, so Galen, you are now free.
Thank you.
Amazing.
I'll cough up the water that I swallowed earlier.
Amazing. Forgar, I believe it's your first death roll for the day.
Today.
11.
11 is amazing. So down, 1 success. Okay, 0 failures, which is amazing. Anderist, what do you want to do?
All right, so hold on. Going to move down the hallway. I figure I can get about there. Well, I guess I was fighting that guy, so 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, so right into the doorway there.
Okay, it's open.
And I can see this monster. I don't know if it's a plant or plant-based or not, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to cast Blight on it.
Blight.
So I'm assuming that it's a plant creature or magical plant.
It's not that and not that, but like...
It's not? Okay, then I'm going to spend 3... Well, because Blight affects plants more than it affects other things.
Actually, so... you know what? Yeah, it's a plant.
Okay, so then it makes it saving throw with disadvantage and takes maximum damage.
It's not a plant. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. It's a plant.
But I will use it.
It's a plant.
I understand.
Needs to make a.
It's affect plants a little more than its maximum damage with disadvantage. No, that's
I cast Weed Killer.
It's only half plant, so I mean it would be reasonable for you to only take one of the effects.
No, that's fine. That's fine. So what do I need to do? Roll what?
Constitution save, DC 16.
Okay.
At disadvantage.
Disadvantage. So he passed the first one and failed the second one. So.
Okay, he takes 64 points of damage as I suck all the moisture out of it.
Ooh, that's obnoxious. 60
for a vacuum noise.
That's amazing. So this creature kind of starts to cripple on its own body, and you can actually see that the seaweed kind of gets dry and crumples, and the shark skulls, they kind of wither a little bit and become bleached, but it's still alive. This is like an amazing. It's over 100 hit points so far you did to this creature, and it's still alive.
And for my, if I can, I would like to put my movable rod, my cane, up right kind of at waist height and just let it sit there in the doorway.
Okay, done.
Kind of blocking the exit in case those Kuatua try and leave.
Done. So, yeah, I'm listening.
No, that's it.
Okay. So on its turn, the creature will shudder and shake and, will put its body in the water and suck back some of the moist into its own body. And then instead of that one head that you killed, 2 more kind of sprout into being. Skull, shark skulls, and all. And you think the creature kind of healed just a little bit by doing that. So it now has 9 heads, right? That's the count.
Okay.
So that's so that was 64, and then this, and then 9 heads. And now it will attack 9 times. So I think only Rukvi is within its. It can actually move, but not a lot. Let me check. Okay, so it can move up to 30 feet. So what it will do, it will move to like here, and then his heads are long, they have reach, so it will still be able to attack Rukvi, and it will manage to get to Enderist. Is there anyone else in the room that I'm not aware of? I think Galen is out, Quarian is out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Quarian is next to Galen.
Oh, Galen is in the room.
Peleus.
Oh no, not
Peleus
Galen.
is
Sorry.
there.
Oh, Peleus,
Peleus
is
is
there.
there.
Right.
Elemental.
Okay, so let's see. So with 9 hits, let's say that
Attack of opportunity from Rukvi, if it moves into the center of the room.
yeah, go for it, Rukvi.
All right.
Cut off another head so it can regenerate it and have 10 attacks instead.
Gotcha. 23 to hit
Yes,
for 11 damage total.
11 damage is amazing.
You need to roll a number 1d8, don't you?
Yeah, it did automatically, luckily.
Okay, so let's spread it this way. It will attack twice, Rukvi. So first attack is a 28 to hit.
Single hits.
Okay, so that's wait. This one. So that's a 14 piercing damage.
Ouch. That's half.
Second attack is a not a lot. This is a 10. So
Nice.
it doesn't hit you, right? Okay.
It does not.
Okay, so these were 2 attacks. Now 2 for Peleus. Peleus, the first attack is a 16 to hit.
That hit.
Hit, okay. So 14 points of piercing damage. Second attack is it's less. It's 14 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
Doesn't hit. Amazing. Okay, so 2 attacks against. These were 4 attacks out of 8. 2 attacks against Enderist. So the first one is
Shield.
Okay. So the first attack is a 17 to hit.
Miss. With my shield.
Second attack is a 19 to hit.
My armor class is 19 with shield.
So okay, so it's a hit. That is a 10 points of piercing damage, and these were only 5 attacks, right?
6 attack. No.
6.
6, right? I did it
Out of the 9.
out of the 9.
Yeah.
Now, is there anyone in the room who weren't hit by this creature? Okay.
Forgar, who is down.
No, Forgar, that's fine. So I still have 3 attacks. I'll simply divide. So Peleus, Rukvi, and Enderist. So Peleus, this is a 19 to hit. Damage is 12 points of piercing damage. Enderist,
Okay.
this is that's nothing. That's a 12 points. That's a 12 to hit. So I'm
Miss.
assuming it's a miss. And Rukvi, this is a 16 to hit.
Misses.
Misses. Amazing.
Just barely.
Just barely. Okay. So let me just make sure that Okay, so now it's just sitting there in the middle of the room, full of heads that lurk everywhere and look at you, smiling evilly with its bony heads. So that was a creature. Peleus is next.
Oh, it's my turn again. Okay.
TPK.
Unfortunately, the elemental isn't that good at TPK, I think. I will go and attack one of the shark heads.
Okay.
Okay, my attack. plus 8. So that's a 22. Yeah, two 22s to hit.
Amazing. 2 hits.
Mm-hmm.
So your air elemental forms like what appears to be chainsaws out of pure condensed air.
Okay, and then that's 18 bludgeoning.
Okay, so it's not chainsaws, it's hammers or something like that.
Sledgehammers.
Sledgehammer. 18
Made of air.
bludgeoning. Okay.
There's a cow just like floating.
Okay. So the creature kind of takes 2 hits from those hammers, but it's not enough to kill one of its heads. So it takes the damage, but it still has 9 heads. Anything else? Peleus?
Nope.
Okay, Rukvi.
Oh, that's quick. I'm going to cast Aura of Vitality.
Oh, okay.
Which I guess I should have read it before I decided to do it. Healing, yeah, until a spell ends. I can use a bonus action to heal somebody 2d6. So I'm going to heal Forgar. Forgar's the only one that's down, right?
Yes.
I'm going to heal him with my bonus action for 2d6.
Okay.
And
wait, what kind of an effect you wanted to have on him, like for flavor, as he wakes up healed? What does it feel?
He wakes up and just throws up just black fluid, and he feels great. He just threw up. He feels better. I removed all the death from inside of him.
Okay.
Perfect. What do I get?
And I also move up to the creature to make sure I get it. If he moves again, I get the next attack of opportunity.
Okay.
How many hit points does he get? 3?
Oh, 3, sorry.
All good. Perfect.
Amazing.
And I think that's only a bonus action to cast it, and you can use it in the same round as you cast it as a bonus action or as a free.
No, it's an action to cast it, and then a bonus action to activate it.
Well, next turn then, at least. It is a really good spell.
Okay. Galen, now that you're up, I'm
Yes.
almost afraid to see what you'll do.
There we go.
I'm going to tear off this net that was still totally not broken, and then I say, "Haha, I did it!" and then I'll do nothing. No, I will spring into action. I will run along the water, and then I'll briefly stop and say, "Oh, Andres, can I just squeeze past you here? And that cave, would you like just gently move it so I can get past that?"
Go under. Just watch yourself go under this thing.
Yeah, and then I'll limp under his cane and spend the rest of the movement right over here.
You run, you miss the cane, it sticks in your eye.
It's not the worst that happened to me this session so far. So
I agree.
And now I will attack, and I will do flurry of blows, and I will hopefully do great. Finally. So that's an 18 to hit.
Yes.
24 to hit.
Yes.
13 to hit.
13 doesn't hit.
Oh, and a 24 on the last one.
Hits again, so
And
3 hits.
Yes. So 3 hits, and I also need you to do a save. I'm going to do something. I'm going to try to knock it prone. It needs to do a dex save, DC 14.
Okay.
While I roll up the damage.
Oh, sorry. 14. DC 14.
36 points.
Yeah, it failed.
Oh, good. So I sweep his leg somehow, even though it's gigantic, and knock it prone. So it's prone now.
Okay.
Come on, guys, bail on it. And that is all I do, that was also including my bonus action.
Wait, but you didn't.
36 points damage.
36. Okay, expecting that.
And it is magical damage if that counts.
That's fine. So let me just make sure that. Okay, so it is bloodied. I mean, with your attack and all of your attacks, so it's shriveled. Some of its limbs are kind of deformed and missing, and it limps as it tries to move. But you don't hear any voice coming out of it. But it's definitely crippled. Quarian, what do you want to do?
Okay, I'm gonna move in with my darts to where I can strike the creature.
Okay.
And before I strike it with the darts, I'm going to first use a Vicious Mockery, which is a cantrip.
Okay.
It needs to do a saving throw. Just tell you which one. A wisdom saving throw. DC 16.
Totally fail it.
Awesome. So it takes that's 7 points of damage,
Okay.
and it's going to have a disadvantage on its attack rolls.
Okay. Amazing.
And its next attack roll, only one.
And its
sadly.
next,
Okay.
just one attack roll. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And now I'm going
And
to try.
also, since I knocked it prone, it's disadvantage on ranged attack against it. Sadly.
Oh,
Spell range?
And
Alright.
range.
And unless you're in a melee. Unless you move right up next to it.
It
Okay,
has
never mind.
reach, so it doesn't matter really.
okay. So now I'm going to try to shred it. I'm going to send, let's say, 6 attacks on one head, and then the rest will go for the upper one.
Okay.
So let's start with first 6 attacks. I think I have one miss here.
So it will help if you tell me the numbers.
Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Okay, so I just had one miss, I believe. One was an 11, and I know that
Okay, that's
doesn't.
fine.
Okay, so I had so far 5 out of 6 hits, and the other one got 3 hits.
Okay.
Okay. So the first one gets 5d4 plus 20 plus 2, 4, 5, 8, 9, 29 points of damage for the first.
Okay, so that definitely destroys
Sorry.
one head.
28, sorry.
Okay, so one head is gone again. So that's 29.
Okay, the other one gets 4, so that's 5, 7, plus 16, that's 21 points of damage.
Okay. So that doesn't kill the second head.
23 points of damage, sorry.
23. Okay, still doesn't kill that other head, but now the creature seems to be almost decomposing. So pieces fall out of him. It seems like, you know, one good blow will basically destroy it. So the Quotoa starts to kind of slowly fall back toward Galen's rod of immovability or something like that. But they kind of start to move towards you, Galen. Not Galen, sorry, Enderist. Forgar, what do you want to do after that mighty attack from Quarian?
I want to heal myself.
Okay. That's a viable course of action.
Yeah, I am going to lay of hands on myself and heal myself.
Okay, as I told you, we are PG-13, so...
Oh, yeah.
So get a room.
Yeah, I'll give myself 30. And take a step back.
That...
Am I right underneath him still, or did I actually get thrown?
No, you did, like, it was for flavor, but if you step back, you will incur an opportunity attack. So if you want to stay up, don't do it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna step back then. I'm just gonna hang out and feel slightly better about myself.
Good. So, Enderist, the Quotoa, since this creature is about to die, they watch their god destroyed by these, crazy group of adventurers. They all start to funnel back to the corridor. So, what do you do? You have 16 Quotoa that seems to be on the verge of dying because of what Peleus did to them.
Yeah.
They crawl, some of them lost eyes, they have broken fins, whatever.
I just want to read one quick thing.
Fireball.
No, I don't want to hit all my friends. I was going to throw Vitriolic Sphere in there, but I would hit a lot of you guys with it. I don't want to do that.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
I'll go down.
I just gave myself hit points.
It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Okay, I
but
only gave
I have
myself.
another.
it's a dex save. It's fine.
So
Yeah, that's what I'm good at.
this area that I just highlighted here, the wall kind of right in front of the door. How many of the Kuoto are in there?
So they raise how many that you like? They are funneled there. So let's say that half of them are there.
Okay, I'm gonna put up a wall of light right there.
Okay.
And so the wall of light is, it's 5 feet thick. It's however long that is, 25, 10, 25 or whatever feet.
Okay.
Each one of these squares is 5 feet, right?
Yes.
Okay. And 10 feet high, blocks wall of sight. It is very bright light to 120 feet. They all have to make a con save DC 16, or they're going to take radiant damage and be blinded.
Okay, so let's do 2.
It's enough damage that they're going to go down even if they make their saves, so it's 48.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so you basically obliterated half of them. So they kind of and then get blinded, and the pain is so intense that their minds kind of vaporize inside of their skulls.
Yeah, okay.
They drop and
if they end their turn in the wall, they're going to take damage, but otherwise you can pass through it.
Okay, got it.
And I will, oops, I'm not trying to draw. I will back up to here.
So as you back up, you bump into something. And when you kind of look back, you can see what appears to be a mass of Kuotoa, but they are backing away from something as well. So you kind of bump into each other in the middle of the corridor, and
so the two of us at the back were like back to back, bumped into each other, and turned around like
exactly. So and it's because they see you, and then they see their god being destroyed, but you see them, and you also see what frightened them.
They actually can't see their god being destroyed. They can't see through the wall of light.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Okay. So only.
But what do I see?
So you see this robed creature, spindly, tall, with a hood, purple skin, a mass of tentacles, white eyes. Its sleeves are kind of like this inside of the, and then you suddenly hear a voice inside your head, kind of exploding into your head and breaking its way into your head, because you are an adept of the powers of the mind, but still this was like a mighty intrusion.
Is this an attack?
No.
Oh, okay.
You can hear a voice, and it says, "I have come to you seeking an agreement of mutual assistance." And it says that without even moving its mouth. All you can see are 2 bright lights instead of his eyes. So you had your action, you had your move. Do you want to say something as a free action or something like that? And then we'll continue the...
So, so I will drop the illusion on my hand that covers up the ring that I wear. And I'll lift up my hand so that he can see it, and telepathically I'll just say, "I'm listening."
Okay, good. Interesting. Very interesting, actually. I totally forgot about that ring. Damn it. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I've been waiting to use it for him to attack me, and I forgot about it the only time I got attacked.
Yeah, that's amazing. Okay, so the creature, now it's his turn. So you have killed one of its heads, so it spurts 2 more. It now has 10 heads. And it regains some hit points, which is cool. And then it makes 10 attacks. So we have Peleus. What?
First one is at a disadvantage, I think, for all of them because it is prone.
No,
first one, and it has to use half its movement to stand up.
Yeah, that's not an issue. Now so he looks around, and what does he see? He sees an air elemental, he sees Forgar, he sees Rukvi and Galen. And Quarian, are you in or out?
No, I'm still in the hallway next to Andrus.
Okay.
Or between Andrus and the room.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, basically 4 characters, 10 attacks. Okay, no, I'm just joking. 2 attacks each, and then we'll see. So, Peleus. The first attack is a 24 for 8 points of piercing damage. The second attack is 16.
Yeah, also hit.
Okay. And this is for 18 points of piercing damage. Forgar. First attack is a 14. 14 hits you, Forgar.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear the number. No, 14 misses.
Okay, and the second attack is a 25.
That one hits.
Okay, that is for 9 points of piercing damage. So these are your 2 attacks. Rukvi. 1 attack at a meager 13 to hit.
Nope.
You dive behind, beneath this shark scald thing. The second attack is a 22.
Yes.
Okay, this is 12 points of piercing damage.
Thank the Lord Almighty.
Okay, Galen's first attack is... Wow, that was close. That's nothing. That's an 11, so I'm assuming it doesn't hit. Second attack is a 20, not a natural one.
That hits.
Okay, so I'll roll again. Okay, so that's 16 points of piercing damage. So it still has 4 attacks, right?
2 attacks. Two attacks. You just attacked. That's 4.
1, 2, 3,
2
2.
times.
Right, I attacked you 8 times, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's do Peleus and Forgar again. So Peleus, this is a 26 to hit. This is a 17 points of piercing damage. And Forgar, this is a 27 to hit. With a 15 points of piercing damage. Good. Okay. So that was the creature's turn. To another head. Peleus. So you look around. You believe that with one mighty blow, you might be able to extract the life, the unholy life from this creature. It does seem like it has regenerated a little bit, but most of the damage that you have dealt to it is still there. So what do you want to do? Peleus.
I mean, I'm going to attack it, right?
Yeah, you should.
No, heal it. Come on.
I
You
hope
have to
so.
help it. It's dying.
It's made out of plants.
It's a plant. No, it's an evil plant. You know it.
Evil plants.
Evil plant. Evil. Plant. Evil. Plant.
Okay, so this is 14 and 10 to hit. I'll probably miss, right?
I think both of them are misses. So
Yeah.
2 sledgehammers, but the creature is kind of moving and writhing and wiggling. It's hard to hit it. Okay, so anything else you want to do? You can do? Nothing?
Nope. I'm
Rukvi,
just an adult.
you started it. You should finish it.
All right, let's do it. First attack. Maul. 23 to hit.
Yes.
So that's 18. Oh, so 10 bludgeoning plus 8, so 18 so far.
Okay.
And then second attack. It is a 25 to hit.
Yes, hits.
For 10 total for that one. And let's pump in a Divine Smite into that.
Okay.
Because that's kind of what I need to do. And that is 22 radiant.
Done. You want to describe how you kill it?
Yes. It comes to bite at me, and I just smash a head, and then it comes to bite at me, and I smash another head, and it comes to bite at me, and I just jump into its mouth, and then you see it like, and then divine radiant magic explodes all its green guts everywhere, Men in Black style.
Amazing.
Ew, come on. Can you have wonders? Like, ew.
Had to get my hammer back.
Okay, so you manage to slay this creature, and this basically turns all the Quato around you into a slushing, panicking mob of tuna fish. They basically push back into the corridor where they are being blinded by this massive wall of light, killing them all as they try to pass through it. So they shoot. Yeah.
Can I yell at them?
Yeah, sure.
Something. I say, I want to grab one of the skulls and be like, "Witness me! I have killed your god. For now, I am your god." And I put the skull on my head.
Okay, so one of them kind of turns, and before being obliterated by the wall of light, it slushes to you and kneels and bow its scaly head.
You shall be my champion, as I ignite it with my hammer.
And it dies as soon as you touch the stone up into your hammer.
Oops. Radiant forgot to turn off radiant.
So you watch as it goes up, looks at you, and its watery eyes are filled with awe. And then he turns to one of his, dying, wriggling friends, and lay his hands on him and says something in the language of fish, mentioning you believe, and then surprisingly, his friend is healed.
Did you just make your own paladin? Worshipper of you?
This is okay. So this is like a weird pyramid scheme. This whole paladin.
I really like this. I really do like this.
Multi-level marketing. Pyramid.
So you're your own boss, and yeah.
So you have basically created the first Quato Archpriest.
Your first downstream.
Yes.
And how do your new god feel about turning yourself into a false god?
No, see, he's my boss.
And we have a fallen paladin again.
See, like 30% of what my profit goes to.
Also, Emiliano, remember you have 9 rounds of healing now.
Oh yeah, you're right. 9 rounds. So I'm definitely gonna heal myself for. I'll decide right now, I guess.
So I want to resolve that scene with Enderist, but you can add basically a follower, which is a Quatoa, just a Quatoa, but he can actually. I think there is a good.
The character here has like a section for extras, so this is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know. It's I'll tell you exactly what Quatoa, because some of them can actually cast spells. So you get a Quatoa. That's not that. It's not a monitor. It's a whip. What is something?
Quatoa Archpriest.
No, that's way too powerful.
To a whip monitor.
Yeah, it's a whip. It's a whip. It's a Quato whip. So it's actually quite powerful. It's a challenge rating 1, but it has like 65 hit points and it can cast spells, Bane and Shield of Fate. Yeah, it's kind of it's quite amazing. So you have this guy who is your follower. You can communicate with it, and you can command it around, and think about it. Think about it.
His name is.
5 hit point, you say?
His name is Thirst.
More than me.
What about you?
Your follower has more hit points than me. That sucks.
Dude, man. You can join the church if you're interested. I can give you some pamphlets.
Pamphlets.
Okay, so while Rookv is enjoying his new flock, I can see how this turns.
Oh, thanks for another fish. Thank you. Okay, I don't know what to do. I'll put it here.
Enderist, let's pan the camera. So, Enderist and Galen, I think you two are behind the.
Quarian.
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 Okay.
Quarian.
So yes, you
okay.
said I'm listening.
Yeah.
He whispered.
I don't hear this conversation, right? I just.
So
do
you
I
watch
see-
No,
them.
you wouldn't hear it.
You watch them both kind of stare into each other's eyes. So I'll say something to Enderist, and then you can do whatever you want, Aquarian. So this creature says, basically, an agent of the Nine Hells is operating within this complex, one that is beyond my powers and yours to overcome. It is about to continue, but I will let Aquarian do something. Like if you want to do something.
Anders, are you okay? Anders, are you there?
Yeah,
As
he
I
just
said-
nods to you. He kind of
Okay,
gives
as
you
I-
a kind of like a side eye look and nods.
As I say this, and I still don't understand what's going on there, I retract all my darts to come hover next to me.
Okay.
How many Kuatua are there between us?
How many that you would like? It's like a mass, so 10, 15, 8.
We're in this hallway here, or where are we?
Yes. So, oops, that's not. I nearly. So yes,
It's not
you.
super big.
Oh, it's not that big. Let's put it just for the fun of it. So here it is. You can see it on the map. It's not that big. It is basically here. This is Quarion. Who is this? This is.
I don't have a
Oh,
token.
this
This is me.
Okay, so I'll
Oh.
shrink you a little bit. So you're kind of, let's say, here, and this creature is here, and between the two of you there are like, I don't know, 5, 6, 8, 10 Kuatua compressed.
Okay.
And then he
And
says,
they're just cowering?
yes, between the two of you, like, you are way too powerful for them to overcome. They understand that they are afraid of this creature, they are afraid of you, so they are cowering and try to swim like underneath, etc. And at this point, this creature says, "This agent of the Nine Hells, it holds my ship in a vain attempt to replicate its superior technology and hand it to whomever summoned it here for this purpose. Help me regain control of my ship, and I will lead you to the one who seeks you desperately, the frost giant Harshnag, whom you must meet to set the timeline of this plane to its right course."
All right. Ito, there's a mind flare behind you.
I know. So they love it. They can only hear my side of the story, so
Yeah.
they can hear the but nothing responds. So they're sure I'm out of my mind, which I am. But
Yeah. I'm gonna put my hand on Quarian's shoulder and I'll telepathically speak to Quarian. And say he wants our help.
he
Or
says,
it wants our help.
he says, "Dude, I'm right here, in your mind." No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It wants our help to kill a demon, and says it will lead us to Harshnag. Is that right? It's Harshnag, right?
So as you turn to Quarian, this creature looks at Quarian and says, "Oh, I see. My crew is dead, but the one you are conversing to is capable of piloting my ship." As he watches Aquarian eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Do I hear him say that, or
No,
or
he's
does
talking-
only Anders?
So
Okay.
you know what? He actually broadcast it now, so you can hear the last sentence.
Okay. Quarian, having memories of piloting a ship, is looking at Elithid with a bit of awe and a bit of, yeah, I can drive a ship.
Baby, you can drive my
where-
car. Dun, dun, dun.
Where is your ship?
It says, "It is located in the lower halls in a flooded chamber beneath this level of the complex."
To the Quarian, I say, I don't know that we have any use for this one ship. Perhaps we should just take advantage of this opportunity. We've been wanting to do this for a while.
Are you talking about get a ship, or are you talking about to get to Harshnag?
So telepathically, I'm just going to send you an image of a dead mind flare.
And I'm not sure that we're... Do you feel ready to combat this one?
Yes.
Rookvi, are you healing Peleus, Forgar, and the rest of the gang?
Yeah, I just forgot how to add, I think.
Yeah, he did.
Oh yeah, so...
Pumping them in full of hit points. There's a mind flare in the other
Yeah.
side.
Who wants 2d6? I got 2d6 here.
We can't see the mind flare
66.
because I assume the wall of light is still up.
Yeah.
So he's just standing there like, that was a hard fight.
I'm like, you get a 2d6.
Those nets are really dangerous. Oh, you meant that demon thing. Oh yes, that was also dangerous.
Andrew Square. Yeah, what do you want to do?
Okay, let's go.
Kill him?
Let's
Is that
try.
what you're...
I still haven't died in this
I
campaign.
haven't died yet. Yeah, I've only lost 2 characters, so... Who's up for a third? So I'll telepathically say, very well, but deal with these, and I'll just kind of motion towards all of the Kuatua.
Excuse me.
So I want the mind flare to kill all of these Kuatua.
Rookvi's flock.
I know. Potential followers, I'm sorry.
I'm telling you, why don't you let the other guys come inside, or at least know that we're here.
When you say that out loud?
No, still telepathically.
Okay.
Can you does it do it?
So if you simply think like, will you let our friends? He looks at you and says, "Do we have an agreement?"
Yes, but take care of these first. Show us that you're even capable of fighting alongside us.
Okay. Sure. Both you and Aquarian make an intelligence saving throw as a blast of psionic energy explodes in your minds. The Kuatua are basically. So
You just asked him to prove that he could fight with.
Yeah,
by killing the Kuatua, not us.
So
Yeah,
it's like a mind lash. The Kuatua are all kind of they kind of go rigid and then simply fall dead with blood oozing from their eyes and ears. Excuse me. You will feel it as a kind of slap on your face. So do roll.
So intelligence save, you said?
Let me read it again. Oh, that's not that. Yes, intelligence saving throw.
13.
3.
Okay. So both of you take 22 points of psychic damage, and you are stunned for 1 minute.
Can I use my reaction?
You are stunned. So a stunned
happening?
creature. Yeah, you are incapacitated, can't move, can't speak. Fails, blah blah blah.
Can I think?
Incapacitated. I think you can. I think.
The only reason I'm asking is I want to use the black tentacle ring. Psychic backlash. He attacked me, so I want to attack him back.
Yeah, incapacitated. Look, what does it mean to be incapacitated?
I can pull it up here.
Oh, actually, I have it right here. Incapacitated. You can't take actions or reactions.
Okay.
So
we're stunned for a minute.
Yeah. So now. Oh, that's nasty.
Anders, do you want to change your mind?
No. But I'm curious where this is going to go, and I'm quite sure why he did that to us. But we did have a deal. So unless his plan was always to backstab us too, which just makes me want to do it even more.
He was targeting the Kuatua.
Yeah. Well, I feel like he's not that stupid. Like he could, if he knew it was going to hit us
So
and wants to make a deal with us, he probably wouldn't do it.
I will say this. Endorist, you can see him with all the quota dead, and you're basically kind of reeling from the attack, he approaches you, and then his you can sense, like, mentally how hungry it is, and then it opens his mouth. All the tentacles kind of spread, and inside you can see the most horrifying beak with teeth, and teeth growing on top of them, and you can feel one tentacle on your head, and then another, and then another. It caresses you, pulls you into his grasp, and you can feel the beak on your forehead, and you know that it only needs to kind of push through, and you're gone. Okay, it can eat your brain like that, and then it pulls away and says, "Only a demonstration. Do we have a deal?" And then it goes back just a little bit to watch you, but he's still like this close, you know.
Well, I'm counting down a minute until we're no longer stuck.
You can kind of do this.
Can I communicate telepathically with him?
So it says that you can, if I read it correctly, you can. Stunned. You can speak only falteringly. Whatever that means.
That's faltering. So I assume I can think slightly better than faltering. So I telepathically tell him, you have a deal, but if you do that again, we will kill you.
He looks at you and says, "The name is Slegus."
Slegus. Okay. Are we free from the stun yet?
So now you are, and if you want the group to kind of huddle together, that's fine.
Well, that's the thing. I will drop the wall of light.
Okay.
So that you can all see it. So I will turn and put my hands up, like, don't. But I assume I see nothing but weapons.
Get on the ground.
We have to save the. Oh, okay. They're already slaves. We have to kill them and then save them.
Said we've made a deal to help him, and he'll take us to Harshnag.
Help him. How?
Recover his ship from a demon in the lower level dungeon.
He, like, this creature suddenly kind of broadcasts to all of you, so you can hear his voice in your minds, along with a nuance of hunger. But you can all hear, "The timeline must be corrected. You have to meet the frost giant. I will take you to him if you'll pilot my ship away from here."
Will you be coming with us to fight the demon?
He says, that's an excellent question. He says, "Lord Opeth." Sorry. We said that the Lord, the Lord's name is Thornsteel, right? So not the captain Thornhill, but the Lord's name, Thornsteel. And he says, "I will join you. Lord Thornsteel is beyond my powers or yours to overcome, being summoned here from the 9 hills."
Lord Thornsteel, out of game, was the guy that we were requested to come and kill in order to recover the soul by the spider demon lady.
Who cares about that soul by now?
I feel like you don't.
And everything. If I get it back now, like, yeah.
Yes.
I kind of like him better without it, but
yeah. So a creature of basically the 9 hells asked you to go and murder another creature of the 9 hells, but then you didn't know it was that creature. You only thought it was a lord. Like.
Yeah, so I'm gonna telepathically communicate with Rukvi and say, and at the first opportunity, we kill this mind flare.
Oh, yeah, mind flayers, demons, whole scum.
Kill them all.
Do you think we can trust him to protect or to allow us to rest a long rest?
Yeah, we definitely need to rest before we go fight a demon.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm feeling good. I would have 2 points of damage right now.
Wouldn't mind getting my.
I need to get my spells back.
That was good for you.
Did my co to a friend also get taken out? My companion.
So this guy has a lot more hit points and he is with you.
Okay.
But since he can communicate with you, he says that he looks at you and says that this creature. No, it's too complex for me to talk this way with my headset. But he kind of speaks like this. But he tells you that this creature came with the mechanical fish that the Red Lord has been trying to repair ever since.
Yeah. Okay.
The Red Lord. This is
our guy.
This is our baddie.
That's
This is our
Lord.
next target.
Hammer, Smith, whatever his name is.
He
All right.
has slighted me.
Who did?
The Red Lord.
Oh.
I'm telling my fish friend.
Okay.
Purd.
He also tells you that there is a slave pen that is basically it holds food supply for this creature. It tells you that
I'll be right back. I'm still listening.
it tells you that humans are being brought from the world above to be fed into this creature.
To the Red Lord.
No, to this creature in front of you.
Oh.
The one we
points
just
at
killed?
it points at Slegus.
That's probably what happened to the missing guards. That the red shirt guy. I can't remember what the player or the character, the guest player was called.
The character was Gary and the player was Shemel. But yes, correct.
Right, yeah. Yeah, Gary, not that I was there either as a player or my character, but Gary mentioned that the guards had been missing a few people here and there.
Interesting.
Okay.
Everything connects.
The sooner.
Yeah, we don't care about that. Just
I
give
know.
us monsters with massive treasures to loot. Yes, what story? What story?
What story?
We're gonna hit.
Yes. Give us a complicated
Next.
problem.
On the dialogue box. Next. Next.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Where's the quest master? Let's go to the quest master over there.
That's what I tell Purd. I mean, the sooner we get rid of this illithid for you, the better. We just have to help him out.
Oh my god.
And if the quest markers mentioned we should talk to someone, then just too bad. We only have 1 tool in our toolbox. Kill. Come on, we adventurers. That's what we do.
Oh my god.
So we need to rest somewhere dry. We can't rest here. So I will tell Slegus that we are going to need to find someplace dry and warm to because while you were snacking downstairs, we were fighting and killing what appears to be all of your minions.
Okay, so he says, I know such a place here. Let me take you to it.
All right.
Okay.
Very well.
So, this creature, you know what? Let's forget about Roll20 and the maps. It's if it will be important, I will draw it again. But he takes you through a number of corridors. It Sleges is being very meticulous about hovering above seawater, so his feet are, they are dangling like the feet of a mosquito as a mosquito flies, so the feet are kind of like this, wobbly. So it's the same visual, but he's very careful not to wet his feet. He takes you through a bunch of corridors, and everywhere the Kuo-toa look at him, they kind of scuttle until he gets to a room that has been barred. I mean, the floor has been barred in a way that water cannot move into the room. The room bears a wooden door, which is kind of an interesting thing. And then the creature motions with his long fingers to the door and says, "Open it. Behind it there is a garden. More suited to the likes of yourself, I presume."
Okie dokie.
Okay.
I'll open the door.
Okay, so you open it, and indeed what you see inside, after this step that you have to kind of go over, is a sandy floor. The floor is wet, but not foul wet. It's not very pleasant, the scent here, but it's not like dead foul stench like in the other places. The room is covered with roots everywhere. The ceiling, the walls, everything is covered with roots. In the middle of the room there is a massive tree trunk. Beneath it you can see what appears to be a tended garden, small piles of earth with small leaves popping their heads from it. There is a very slight light here, and it seems to come from that tree trunk, which is growing like moss or something like that, but it's not fluorescentic. It's like the light that fireflies give, so it's a more natural light. So it looks like a garden within this fall complex. And you, Peleus, you kind of all your red alerts kind of fire like this is a sacred place inside this complex, which you kind of at first don't understand, like why. And then you, Peleus, are drawn to the tree trunk. You can see that there is an opening in it, and you have a strong feeling of something being alive within this tree. And Sleges kind of hovers inside as you all walk in and says, "More suitable for humans."
Thank you.
Thank you kindly.
All right, well, I want to go in and look around before we get too comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay, so make an investigation check as you kind of roll around the room. Peleus, you too, if you want.
Yeah, let's
17.
Yeah, 17.
Okay.
Okay, I rolled a 7.
7. Okay. You, Anders, as you walk around, you do manage to. So most of the group are huddled in the front of the room. So think about it this way: you enter the room, there is a trunk, and all the group is still there. You made a full circle, and at the back of the tree, you can see roots, as I described, that they fall from the ceiling and form what appears to be natural manacles, to which are tied a small, dirty, and miserable little girl or a young woman. Instead of clothes, she's wearing leaves and moss, and her head is all messed up, and you can see she's been like someone treated her not in the best of ways. She has like dark bruises in some places in her body, and her head is kind of,
she is human though, is she?
So you don't think so. You think she is more of an elf or a fae even than a human.
Okay, so I shout Forgar.
Yep.
And I rush over and I try and lift her up as much as I can and support her while trying to cut her free with the scalpel.
Okay. So she kind of wakes up as you remove her those manacles, and as you do, the roots they retract into the tree, into the root-covered ceiling, and she is barely conscious, and she tries to say something like, "Just leave me here. He'll be back."
So
I'm gonna cast some cure wounds, I guess. Does I still have a spell slot?
Okay.
I can also heal her if you want.
I assume her druid is capable as well,
Yeah, I do have some healing.
if you want. And so I will like gently
sure.
lay her down on the ground and cushion her head with my backpack. And I'm gonna start looking her over. I'm gonna make a medicine check. I want to see if I can figure out what's wrong with her.
Good one.
19.
Okay. With a 19, you realize that she was basically mistreated. Let's call it this way. Like maybe someone tried to convince her to do things she didn't want to do, and she resisted, and you don't think
Torture.
she was not torture for information, basically torture for fun.
Yeah. So cuts or just bruises?
Bruises. It seems like she was hit, and not she wasn't cut or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Is Slegus here, or does he leave?
No, Slegus is here, and he looks at it, at all this scene, like unempathically, like what you're doing, just a piece of flesh.
So
I'm
while
gonna heal
Forgar's
her for 24.
okay, so while Peleus is doing that, I'm going to look to Slegus and say, "Who did this?"
I believe it is the doing of the lord of this complex. There is a treant. He harasses for information. This is the treant's companion.
And you did nothing to stop this?
Why should I care?
Point.
And this Fey woman, the Dryad, she claps your hand, Peleus, and says, Did Johann send you? The druid. I asked him to go to the nearest city and call for help. He was wounded gravely.
Yes. He managed to find us, and we made our way here.
We must make haste. The Lord Obersk, the ruler of this place, is a cruel, cruel man.
So what exactly is happening here? Yes.
What did Slegus tell us? He tell us that there was a treant.
Slegus told
I
you.
think.
Yeah, go for it.
I think that's probably the tree and that the druid told us about.
Yeah.
That we were like on the way of visiting right now.
Yeah, and so he's trying to get information from him, so he kidnapped this Dryad or Fae or whatever his companion is, torturing her.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn to Slegus. How is it that you have free run of this dungeon if you're an enemy of the... What did the Koto call him? The Red Lord?
The Red Lord. Slegus
I like it.
said,
the Red Lord.
Slegus says, the Lord and I had a deal.
he seems to have forgo his part of it. He offered to fix my vessel in return for him taking a look at the technology we are using to propel it. But I revealed that he is avoiding fixing it completely, therefore stranding me here. I do not see.
He says,
I don't take it lightly when people break their deals with me.
Foreshadowing. So is the Red Lord going to come and interrupt us while we're resting here? He obviously comes and goes here.
He says, he looks at the Dryad, and she says,
He comes and goes. He was here, but a couple of hours ago, maybe we have some time.
We need like 8 hours of time. What do you guys want to do?
Well,
If she's really weak, right? Even that 24 healing, she's not capable of doing anything.
you'll basically have to carry her. She can walk. I mean, you healed her for 24 points of so she can walk. You're not sure she is like in a fighting condition or something like that.
No, I'm more thinking that if we can get her topside, if she can get away on her own, or she's gonna need someone to hold her hand.
You don't think so? Yeah.
Okay. Hey, what about your little Koatua buddy there, Rookfi? Can he take care of her? Can he get her out of here?
he doesn't like the sunlight very much. But I mean, he'll do it if I tell him, right, Bird?
Yeah. But if he goes topside, he's gonna get killed by a bunch of knights.
Yeah, because like he's not very popular with the human folk.
But if we rest and give her some food, water, whatever she eats or need, then she might be more healthy after 8 hours of rest.
Yeah. So are we gonna rest here?
I'm down.
If you guys need it.
Yeah, I think.
What are the cons to resting here and spending time?
The Red Lord might just show up randomly.
So it's just as bad as just going without resting, right?
But if
he shows up here, he'll probably be surprised to find people here, and we can jump him.
Yeah, unless we're sleeping.
We don't need to all sleep. Like some of us can thank God.
At least we would get a short rest.
Our new buddy Slagus probably has like I don't know, a dome of not being detected or something, right? You have something like that in your pocket, perhaps.
Legolas.
He says,
I think we should leave her here to fend for her own and head to my vessel. I can show you the shortest path there, one that will take us away from this Red Lord, as you call it.
Oh, so we can rest in your vessel?
That's being repaired by this guy?
He says,
we might need a short detour through its offices to retrieve a missing part that he keeps locked away from me. Nothing we together can't handle.
Simmer down, Slagus. You asked us for help, so we'll tell you what we can and can't handle.
Do you think we can handle this?
I'm actually fine with that plan. I really do need to rest because I'm low on high level spells.
Okay, well
exactly.
That kind of settles it, doesn't it? Like if we can't function without resting, then we can't function.
Yeah, if we're gonna go up against a demon, I want my 5th level spell slot back.
Yeah.
You have destroyed.
And if we come back tomorrow, then
you have destroyed the Quatoa's mad. Oh, sorry. You have destroyed the Quatoa invented god. How much time do you think you have?
We have the new god over here.
You're still wearing the shark hat?
A what?
You're still wearing the
Oh,
shark?
I am like, oh, dear lord, and I put it down.
He says, "This one's powers come from something way older than the gods, but that is not my focus right now. We should leave."
I thought you took us here because you said it would be safe to rest.
Yeah.
Rest as in taking a breath or two, not sleep here.
We're gonna have to work on our communication skills.
Clearly.
Okay,
So-
I can stretch it out. I have.
Let's go to your ship then.
Can we get to your
It's
ship without
okay to
encountering the...
sleep at your ship?
We have to
And
pitch
then
stop
after
and
we
pick up
have
the part.
After we have slept, looked at your ship, see if we can do anything, then we can go and get that part.
He looks at you and says,
That is acceptable.
Wait. But we're bringing her with us.
Yeah.
For food.
Oh shit. Maybe we should stay for here for now until we can get back.
What if he comes and tortures her to death? Well,
that was a question by his side. He kind of, you get the sense that he
yeah,
really doesn't understand why you're taking her with you.
yeah, I get it. He's a sociopath. I get it. There's no understanding of empathy whatsoever. So here's my concern. If we take her with us, and the Red Lord comes and knows that she's escaped, he might flip this whole place upside down looking for her and find us. Or not. If we leave her here, she could die or gets tortured. Either way, I mean, I'm not cool with that.
Let's just leave her here temporarily. We'll
Oh, hold on a second. Let's ask her.
In like a day or two.
What are you cool with, Miss?
She looks at you and says, I want out, but if it puts you in a grave danger, I will trust your judgment.
I feel like out is not that far away. Like, if she just wants out, we can get her out.
Just tie her up again. She might get tortured once.
Can we put his soul higher on the priority list?
Come on. She's clearly been here a while. He doesn't want to kill her. He wants information.
You have now gone beyond Anderist morbid. Like,
we learned this from watching you,
We're going
Andres.
to rescue her in like a day or two or
She
three,
says,
who knows?
the Lord's men have been harassing Oakenstand, the Treant, my companion, for weeks now, trying to press him to give information that he didn't want to give. I believe this place is crawling with their agents, and quite frankly, I'm not sure even who are these agents. I was kidnapped by people who looked, excuse me, no offense, but much like yourselves. I'm not sure I can handle my own alone out there.
okay, so that's not an option. Can your Koatua buddy? You need a name for him. I want to call him your Koatua buddy.
His name is Perd Thurstonson.
Per Thurstonson?
Perd? Let me write it for you. Perd
Where is this gonna show up?
Thurs.
On Discord.
On Discord.
Yeah, I know, but I can't see any text there
Perd Thurstonson.
because it's
Gotcha.
popped out.
Mine gave me a pop-up of what it said.
Mine did not.
I don't know what his real name is. He told me his real name, but I could. It started with a sound Perd.
So Per. All right. Anyways, can Per hide her and keep her safe?
Perd?
Perd?
He looks at you and says, but before he managed to say something, actually Peleus knows the answer because Dryads.
You're cutting out.
Oh, sorry. I said that Peleus, you actually know that Dryads cannot live very far from their tree or their grove, and this is the closest thing to that she has here. So if she's taking away from this place, she basically will wither and die quite quickly, actually.
Well, Purd, can you hide her in this area? And is there a secret passage in this dungeon that the Red Lord does not know about?
He kind of looks at you and says, the Red Lord built this place. I don't think there is anything he... Obviously, he you know that this place was way, way older than what the Red Lord has told them. But maybe the Red Lord kind of brought them here, so...
So I have
As I said,
I have another
line
idea.
her up next to the tree. She'll be fine for a few days. We'll take care of the Red Lord or Thornhill or whatever, and then we can come back and rescue her.
All right. How
So I
about
have
this?
another idea.
Okay, go ahead.
Seeing as we don't have to actually sleep during a long rest, why don't we set up an ambush here? Actually rest here, and if he shows up, then we're ready and we attack him here.
I
Slegus
support this.
interrupts and says,
This creature is way above your ability to confront him, even here in this material plane, where he is the weakest.
So I don't understand. You recruited us to help you destroy him.
No,
If we can't destroy him, why are we here?
I want you to retrieve an item from his offices, and then we can repair my ship and get the hell out of here.
Well, you want us to sneak into his office?
Well, there's probably guards and stuff we gotta kill.
I don't understand. Don't you have free run of this place?
he says,
I can take care of the gods.
Then what do you need us for? I don't understand. Why do you need us to go into a room, grab a thing, and take it into your ship? Why can't you do that?
and he looks at his body and says,
My being is one that he is protected from. He will know if I broke into one of his places.
I point at Purd, whatever his name is. Can he do it?
He looks at him and says,
I do not believe this creature has the required intelligence or skills.
He doesn't mean it, Purd. Alright?
Yeah, he does.
So,
Perform the task successfully. I need professionals. You will do just fine.
So then, what do we need to do? Why do you need us? My brain is boggled. What tasks do we need to do in his office? Is his office like another plane of existence? Do we need to go to hell?
His office is the second door to the left.
Probably got a name tag on it with the Red Lord.
I suggest you use this fleshling.
He kind of points at the Dryad.
While he is having his way with her, I can take care of the guards and you can sneak into his office. With the bot, we can move to the ship, and your friend here can pilot it to safety.
You say we should
Do you
use
have an
this
aside or something without this guy?
What? Sorry?
as bait?
I said, can we have an aside without this guy? Can you step outside of this, please?
He hovers up and recedes, allowing you to talk as he kind of, but all through your
Looks at his
conversation, he kind of looks at you, Andres, like 2 eyes on you.
I want him to go outside. I'm going to close the door.
Nothing personal, but
Yeah, go ahead, talk.
Does anybody else understand why the hell he needs us? I mean, clearly he can't pilot his own ship.
He can't pilot his own ship.
And he just wants us to do it because it's too risky.
He can't fix his own ship.
So There is a bit of information that I think you know, but it might be way too back. There is a reason why he can't pilot the ship, and you remember that Quarian had to kind of inject his eyes with something. So you believe that those ships are not built for illithids. And since you have been playing for 50 sessions with me, and it was a long way back, you do remember something about Tritons being able to do that.
Yes, right. It's a biology thing. Okay.
Exactly. So
that's why he can't fix it either, because he doesn't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Okay. So.
So he's useless. We could kill him now and do it ourselves.
Well, that's the thing, right? He says he can distract some guards for us, and he just needs us to like sneak into an office and grab a. This makes no sense to me.
What if we just wait for him down in the ship and he can do that?
Yeah, and wasn't the whole reason we went here to kill this Lord Thornhill?
Yeah, like we're here to kill the Lord.
Yeah,
he doesn't want to kill it.
That he says is way too powerful. But maybe he just doesn't want us to kill him.
Yeah, he's not gonna. Yeah, or he's luring us into a trap, or so many other things. But it makes. I'm not buying it. I don't buy it that he needs us to just sneak into a room and steal a fucking gear.
Yeah. So maybe we should let him lead. Let him lead us to his ship and where the office and where the part is, and then we can just kill him.
I like that. Can we somehow get him in front of the ship and Forgar can push that same button again?
I can push the button. I think I remember.
The torpedo one?
The torpedo
Yeah,
one.
that's the one.
But anyways, yeah, like he's not going to help us fight the guy either. He's obviously scared or in league with. So if we don't kill the Illithiid, when we go up against the demon, we're either on our own or we're up against an Illithiid and a demon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not liking that.
Why do you think that we'll be up against both of them?
Against what, sorry?
Why do you think that we'll be up against both of them?
Well, because he's not going to help us kill him, and so he's either going to run away or he's actually on his side and he's luring us. He's definitely not on our side.
So, also, what is this about timeline he's got to fix?
Yeah, he knows something about a timeline, and this timeline is fucked up. And we need to reunite with Harshnag. Yeah. That's the thing that he's got that we don't. He knows where Harshnag is.
The people from the future, like Forgar's future servants.
Oh, the wizard that showed up in a tower out in the middle of the ocean. Was this character alive for this? I think it was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was with Galen.
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he said something about showing up at the wrong time, and then there were the dwarves that were kind of incompetent.
Yeah, those guys are amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think we can bribe this guy to tell us where Harshnag is with, once we get the ship repaired, or we could possibly get him to the brink of death. But we just have, if we're going to attack this guy, we've got to do it in a way that he can't get away.
What if we get the gear, we get in the submarine, we fix it, we get away, and then we fight him? Not fight him here in this dungeon.
And then come back and kill the demon?
If I don't know.
We have to kill the demon for several reasons, but...
Yeah, we can come back, sure.
We need to get his soul back.
And we agreed to help Peleus with his tree friend, Open Stand.
Yeah.
Yeah, the person we're talking about.
Something else out here in the forest also? There were so many things we needed to do here. Like 10 side quests.
Okay, so we'll end the session this way. Slegis hovers back and says,
I need a decision now.
And then there is a to be continued kind of sign and music, and then we'll revisit it in 2 weeks' time. You can discuss it like offline, but yeah, I'll give you some time to think about it. There's a lot on the stakes. If you need reminders of things that were said here, like timelines and demons and creatures and ships and tritons, let me know and I can probably put something together that might help you.
Well, if we need a recap, we can just watch the first
100 hours.
It's only like 100 hours. It's all on YouTube.
Yeah, it's all recorded.
No.
So
Yes, we can do that
You can
before
do that.
next session. No problem.
yeah,
A third of that is just tech problems with audio.
we're all in quarantine, so you have the time, so no problem.
Yeah, a ton of time.
Yeah, great.
All right.
So it's been a pleasure again.
Yeah.
And
So good.
yeah, we'll yeah.
Could you zoom in on that plan creature token thing? If you click on the token and then hold shift and click set as in zebra, those two, then it'll zoom in and show it for all of us.
Show what?
The
Sorry.
token. The token.
What token?
The token for the monster creature thing we fought the god.
Oh, this one?
That one. Just click on it so it's selected and then hold shift and set as a zebra. Oh yeah, the
This
one
one?
that James drew, yes.
Shift,
What the hell?
shift and what?
What?
Shift and set.
That is
Zebra.
amazing.
What's set?
Set zebra. C.
Z.
Zebra.
I don't know.
Yeah, like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it worked.
Oh, cool.
Thank you. I thought there was
okay.
some guy trapped in there.
Oh yeah.
That looked pretty cool.
No, it's not the correct
Awesome.
one. It's not the correct one, but it's cool
I
anyway.
know, yeah. And you clearly used the Hydra stats. Not that I mentioned that, and I do know how to not get it to regenerate heads, but
yeah, I know. I know you know. It's part of the fun of playing with you.
Well, I try my best to do stupid things, even though I know it's stupid things. And
I'm blessed.
not that
What can I say?
Not that I really need to try.
I'm
Like,
blessed.
clearly, I don't need to try. I do stupid things all the time.
Cool, guys. So do you have any cool plans for the weekend, or it's Passover here, so it's kind of a holiday in the middle of all this craziness. But you guys all in your houses, right? There's nothing.
Yep.
It's
Breaking
Easter.
You're
up a lot.
kind of breaking
Yeah.
up.
And it's Easter for us, but we're not allowed to gather.
Right.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's
Not even.
So
Yeah,
guys,
so
I'm just
we're
putting
just
it
gonna
here.
order out.
If I'm just putting in here, but if you want, we can play next week on Sunday as well. I mean, I've nothing to do. It's not.
Yeah, let me double check with my wife, but I think I'm down with that.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
works for me.
Oh yeah.
I guess we could, yeah.
so
Brian.
so
Or
check
Brian,
it, check it, and let me know.
Okay.
Right.
I was gonna ask you to invite me to your thing again, your game, because I didn't click the link and it expired.
Okay.
Which game?
I will do that
Oh, I'll see you later.
on D&D Beyond, not mine. No problem at all.
Mm.
Okay, so have a good one. Have a good week, and let me
Thanks.
know if you
You
want
too.
to meet next week
Yep.
as well.
Bye.
Bye bye.